guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a draw my life, which I'm so excited about. So it all started on August the 24th, 1997 when I was born. I was actually born in Yeovil and I was born at 2:15 in the morning, which is such an awkward time. So I was actually born into a family of 3. So there's my dad, with very sticky up hair. There's my mum, with curly hair. And then here is my older brother, who's actually a year older than me. And here's me with the funniest hair ever. I used to have hair that literally just used to stick up 24/7. So I was actually born into a pub and we used to live in a small town called Yeovil, which is in Somerset. And I lived here up until I was about 15 months old and then we decided to move. So when I was 15 months old, my family decided to move and we moved from Yeovil to Basingstoke, and that's where I currently live now. In 2001 I actually started primary school and I had literally only just turned 4 because my birthday's in August and we started school in September, so I was literally only just 4 and I wore a red cardigan or a red jumper, and yeah, I had this cute little uniform and I was super shy. I always used to wear my hair in 2 braids as well. This is me trying to draw braids but failing. So as I said before, I was actually super shy when I started school because I was so little and just so cute. Despite this though, I actually had quite a few friends. When I was 4, I actually started ballet like every other girl on the planet. I actually think my mum forced me to do this, but I did kind of enjoy it. I used to wear a cute little tutu and some ballet shoes. My only memory of this is performing on stage when I was literally 4 years old and I just stood there doing nothing. Literally, I just stood there like an absolute idiot. So a year later things actually took a turn for the worst and my dad became quite poorly. So he was in hospital at Basingstoke, but then he got transferred to a specialist heart hospital in London. He actually had an infection that spread to his heart and it was actually quite serious, and my mum was very upset about it. At this time, me and my brother didn't really know what was going on because I was only about 5 or 6 and he was about 7. So we went to stay with our grandparents for a while and they looked after us and they took us places. The most incredible surgeon actually flew back from his holiday to operate on my dad, and he actually saved my dad's life, and he is forever a hero in our family. There is literally nothing me or my family can ever do to repay this man. Ten weeks later, my dad was released from hospital and we were reunited as a family of 4. And a few months later we actually went on a Mediterranean cruise, which was amazing. I can't really remember a lot about it, but I do remember one memory. So we were on a beach, I'm not sure what country we were in, but I went playing in the sea, and then I went back to find my family and I couldn't find them, and I actually went back to the wrong family, and I remember them having a lilo, and I was like, oh my god, we have a lilo? And they were just like, yeah, and I literally thought it was my family, but it was not my family, and that was very embarrassing. When we got back from our cruise, we actually bought our first dog, and we still have him to this day. He's called Alfie, and he's very old now, bless him, but we still love him. I remember when we got him, he had a red collar, and yeah, he's just the most amazing dog. Life was good at this point, and I actually really enjoyed trying out different sports. When I was younger, I literally tried out every single sport you can think of: ice skating, tennis, horse riding, running, you name it, I've done it. Growing up, me and my brother were actually really close, and we used to always make loads of different family videos. We used to make like house tours, and they're just hilarious. I still have them to this day, and I really want to do a reaction video to them because that would be so funny. At this point in my life, I was still actually really shy, but I really enjoyed doing PE at school. That was literally my favourite subject ever. Oh, how things changed as I got older. In 2008, I moved from primary school to secondary school, which I was really nervous about, but it actually wasn't too bad. As well as keeping some friends from primary school, I actually made loads of new friends at secondary school. So in about year 8, I made a Twitter account, and I was a fan account like we all were, and I was actually pretty popular on Twitter. Growing up, I actually really enjoyed speaking to people online, and I actually still speak to some of these people to this day. Throughout secondary school, I actually really enjoyed English, and it was the only subject I was ever good at, and it's the only subject I've ever got an A at in my whole life. When it came to GCSEs, I didn't actually do too well. I was really unmotivated, and I didn't do as well as I could have, which is really annoying looking back on it. In 2011, we decided to buy another dog, and she's called Lottie, and she's a Jack Russell just like Alfie is, and she's so cute. In 2013, I left school and I moved to college, and at this point I was only 16 and I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I really liked hair and makeup, so I decided to do hair and media makeup along with my friend. However, after the first day of doing this course, I realised that it's not really a career and it's not really something that I'd want to do for the rest of my life. So I decided to take a different path, and I actually did level 2 childcare. I really hated college, I'm not gonna lie. I was really unmotivated again, and I was actually really badly behaved, not gonna lie. I also really did not like my teachers and they really did not like me, so it didn't really go very well. After a year I actually finished that course and I decided that I wanted to go on to level 3, but I didn't want to do it at college, so I decided to get an apprenticeship and I got it at a beautiful nursery which is in the countryside, and I still work there to this day. Working with children is actually really rewarding, and I've met some amazing children who I will literally never forget. As well as it being rewarding, it's actually a very tiring job. I don't think people actually realise how tiring it is. And as a 16-year-old working those long hours, I just found it so tiring. Like, I couldn't deal, and it actually made me very grumpy for a bit. Around 2013, 2014 time, I actually started this YouTube channel and I made a few videos, but I didn't really know what I wanted to make, so they were kind of random videos and I wasn't fully focused on it, so I kind of just ditched it for a while. August 2014, I turned 17 and I got my very first car from my grandparents. It was a blue Ford Ka and I called it Kenny, and it was literally the perfect first car. I learned to drive really quickly and I literally passed my test in January 2015 first time. The following year I turned 18 and this was a brilliant milestone because I could legally drink alcohol. Woohoo! For my 18th, we actually went to Brighton for the weekend, me and my friend, and we went to this club called Shoosh, which is literally on the beach, and it's so good. Literally, we had the best weekend there. Christmas 2015, me and my family went on a 2-week Caribbean cruise for my grandpa's birthday, and it was absolutely incredible. So we flew to Barbados and then we got on the cruise ship there. It was so amazing visiting so many different countries in the Caribbean and seeing how different people live. I just thought it was so interesting and it was super beautiful there in every country. "11 of us actually went on this cruise, and I think that's what made it so amazing. Literally, we had such a laugh. In June 2016, my dad actually had another operation just to replace the heart valve again. And it actually went really well, and he's doing super well to this day, and he's super happy and healthy, which is so good. This is just a bad drawing of my dad and his scars. So he's got one on his chest and then on his neck. In 2016, I actually flew to a few places. In the summer, I went to Tenerife for a week with my friend, which was so good. And then in November, I went to Barcelona for a few days, and in a few days, I went to go and see Justin Bieber. and he was so incredible live. Literally, it's one of the best nights of my life so far. So now on to this year, 2017, and so far it's been such a good year. So I've decided to start up my YouTube channel again, just because I had so many ideas of videos that I wanted to do, and I just wanted to share them with people and inspire others as well. Also, not long ago I actually reached 700 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for that. In March last month, I actually went to my favourite place ever. Literally, it's my new favourite place. I went to Dubai with my mum and we had such an incredible 5 days there. In those 5 days, we actually saw so much of Dubai and we did so many things, like riding on camels, and I'm actually really proud of this drawing, I'm not going to lie. And we stayed at the most beautiful hotel, which was in Ras Al Khaimah, which is just about an hour away from Dubai. If you've been to Dubai, you know how amazing the Dubai Mall is. Literally, it's the best shopping place I've ever been to in my entire life. And also, we went up the Burj Khalifa. This is a really bad drawing, and it's actually much thinner than that. But it was so amazing up there. So that is a short overview of my life so far. I really look forward to seeing what else 27 brings for me, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. So yeah, thank you. See you next week. Bye. Primer by Benefit. Oh god, this is already hard. Oh, come on. Oh no.